Just wanted to show you just a few things that are blooming right now. Cow lilies. These are really tall. So we have a subdivision being built over there behind the fence. That's why I kind of wanted this tall cow lilies here where we sitting, kind of for privacy, you know. And my super petunias are blooming. They look pretty. Let's see what else is still blooming here. These sun patients are doing good. Sun patients, it seems to be always reliable. I'll definitely plant some more of them next year. Here's another super petunia, Vista bubblegum. I just gave that one a haircut like a week ago. It's already growing back. That's another pretty reliable plant for you. I will definitely plant that one again. And here's my canna lilies. They're blooming. They're pretty. With them, you kind of have to like clean them up a little bit because they drop those dead flowers. So you kind of need to like come and clean up. They're sure pretty though. And here, my begonias are still blooming. And that polka dot plant is going crazy. I already trimmed it a couple times. I definitely like begonias. They're good for shady areas. And some even can take some sun too. And here's another specimen for you. A Syrian hamster. Oh Lord. Hammy. Here we have some garden phlox. That's been coming back every year. And canna lilies are blooming again. And this begonia is still blooming a little bit. It was so beautiful in the springtime. It was all covered in blooms, like you see all the spent blooms. And I don't deadhead them. They kind of deadhead themselves. Here's some lantana that's blooming. And these impatiens are looking really pretty. That was one of the success plants that I had grown from seeds. So I might try growing impatiens again. But since I planted so many seeds, I don't even know which one this was. I wasn't keeping track of it. But I might buy a couple impatient packets in the spring to try. They look really pretty. They're on my little fountain here. Callias is looking good. And here's a little geranium I have in the pot. They are reliable bloomers. Just an old-fashioned geranium. And here I got another sun patient. I think this is a New Guinea impatient. It's so pretty. Still blooming. And here is Gumfrey. Now this has been blooming pretty much non-stop since I planted it. It didn't get very big because it's too shady here, but it's been blooming pretty much non-stop. And here's another one. This one's a little bit smaller. And another thing that's blooming still is this pretty begonia. And this one is pretty much done. That one was gorgeous in the springtime. I'm going to be trying to overwinter all my begonias. And Callias is doing good. In this bed, the winner is definitely this impatiens. These are just two plants. That's just one plant right here. And I think I paid like $1.99 for it at Walmart. So I'll definitely get some more of them from Walmart next year. to plant around here. They're just gorgeous here. And it's been blooming pretty much non-stop since I planted it. And I do have one little hosta bloom and gardenia. I can smell it from here, a little tiny bloom. They're very fragrant. Here I got dahlia that I grew from Beirut this year, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be keeping it here. The flower is not that impressive. And just don't like the foliage. They're just very like tall. I'm not sure. Like some of the varieties are more compact. Like here's the begonias. That one was also super beautiful in the spring. Both of them were, but now they're pretty much done. They still have some blooms on them. So pretty. Like this dahlia, I mean, it's pretty much done blooming, but it's more like shorter variety. So I might keep that one here. I don't know. And here's your one lonely black-eyed Susan here. My little petunia baskets are still alive. I was expecting a bigger show from this wave petunia here, but it's probably my fault, not the plants. And these they pretty much stay the same. They didn't grow much, but again, I probably didn't fertilize them enough, and they probably don't get enough sun here. And this pot has some ageratum still blooming. And I do have some impatiens here, but the impatiens didn't do good in this area. Well, this whole area is a huge disaster. That's my next project. I'm gonna probably make a video about it. I'm gonna clear this whole thing up because what I had planted here, it just didn't work out. And this petunia, I gave it a haircut and I put some fertilizer in it. So hopefully we will bounce back, but it's looking pretty sad right now. My mini rose here by my little fountain, it's been blooming pretty much the whole time. I mean, it doesn't have many blooms right now, but it always has some color on it. It looks like this mini rose is also ready to bloom again. I like those mini roses. They're pretty reliable. Comparing to those, like a bigger flower variety, bigger roses. These guys pretty much bloom constantly. I mean, they take a little break and they start blooming again. And comparing to your big roses where they only have like a couple flushes, you know. And here I have a few impatiens that are grown with coleus that were saved from last year. And you can overwinter your begonias and your coleus by taking cuttings and keeping cuttings inside until you're ready to plant them in the springtime. And in this little barrel I have some tiny little begonias that they never really grow, but they're just so pretty. Look at them. Such a pretty color. I love it. Hopefully I can overwinter them. Maybe next year they'll be bigger for me. And I do have some vincas that I put in here, but yeah, I should have planted them in the sun. They're not happy here. This was my first year growing vinca, and I didn't quite research, I guess, before planting them. And here by my bench I also have this coleus here. It got so big, it's kind of swallowing this begonias I have around it. I'm gonna try to show you. They're so cute. These are from last year. They're overwintering inside my garage, the begonias. Little cuties. Yeah, coleus is definitely happy here. I got two of them. This little verbena pot, well, It's kind of sad looking. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come and deadhead all this and trim it a little bit, and that hopefully will make it bloom again. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. There used to be a petunia in there. I guess it's still in there. I just fertilized all these pots here, so hopefully if I trim it back a little bit, it will bounce back. And I have this wave petunia here that's looking sad. I don't know what it is, but everything I plant in this pot, it never wants to grow. Like, I had several things already die in those pots. I have 3 of them. I think maybe the drainage is not good in those pots. It only has 1 hole. Maybe it's getting clogged. Maybe I need to put like something around the drain before I put soil, which I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. I mean, I really like the design on it. It's this from Walmart, Pioneer Woman. I think maybe the drainage is the problem on this, in this pot. But I don't know. I'll probably need to plant something different here and try to improve the drainage, put some gravel on the bottom or something. This little phlox here are growing that came back from last year, but I don't think it's too happy in this spot, but it's there. Maybe next year we'll do better. I have this little pot here, and there's some gonfrino. Is that what it's called? Still has some blooms on it. And here's the other mandevilla I was telling you about. It was overwintering in the garage, and it's just not blooming. But I'm thinking it might be because it's not getting enough sun. I mean, this area gets sunny, but not all day. And another thing is this giant elephant ears. I mean, they got so big that I think they're just taking away all the sun and nutrients from it. So I don't think I'm going to be keeping this combo here. The elephant ear is probably going to go in the backyard next year around the pool. And with the mandevilla, I'm going to plant something, just something small. Maybe some impatiens or something. And I do have this crepe myrtle. It has a pretty blooms. I have several crepe myrtles on my property that these were already here when we moved, but I never trimmed them. So I think you have to like trim them to encourage them to bloom. I'm not sure, because most of them are not blooming. I think I have 1, 2, 4 or 5 of them, and only this one is blooming. And here we are in my backyard now, and here's what's still blooming here. This is just an echinacea coneflower, purple coneflower. It's been blooming for a long time. Those blooms stay on for a long time. I mean, they're pretty much done now, like you can see. They're gonna turn to seed. I'm gonna try to collect this seed because I want more of them. They were really pretty when they were like, you know, fresh and pretty. Now they're kind of faded. Here are my little zinnias. Those are from seed. I guess that's the only thing that really was worth anything. I think that was this dwarf variety from Walmart. And of course your mandevilla is gonna bloom throughout the summer. This is so pretty, yellow one. And here's some lantanas in this container, still blooming. And here's the mandevilla again. This one is red. And this one I saved inside of my house from last year. See, I have one also that was saved in the garage, and that one didn't really bloom. So I guess if you want to save them, you'll have to save them inside your house if you want them to bloom. I mean, I'm sure the other one will bloom, but it might be later. And here's a pretty cannon lily. These ones are about my little pool right here. And here again you have some, I think these are Diplodenia, they're more bushy. They're with elephant ears. They've been blooming pretty much non-stop since I got them. So pretty. And here's another one, another container by my pool with mandevillas that were overwintered inside my house, and they are blooming very pretty. Very nice. All over, blooms all over. And they will bloom until it gets cold. So pretty. I'm not sure how am I going to overwinter all this stuff, because since then I bought more mandevillas, so I'm not sure if they're all going to fit inside my house. And this cannella here is blooming. Here's that project I'm working on. I really want to put some mulch here on the border, but it's a work in progress. And these ones I just planted, so they're blooming. I just did this backyard area here. I have some videos if you want to check it out how we did this. So I have cornflowers here, they're all blooming right now. So pretty. But the thing is, it's just insane how the bees and wasps love these plants. I'm kind of questioning my decision to plant all these, because my kids are complaining about all these bees and little wasps. Those are all wasps, and they sting. Those little ones, they hurt a lot. So I'm questioning my choices here. They definitely like this one the most, this taller one. Like those shorter ones, they're not that popular. But this one, I mean, you can't even walk by this thing. It's loaded with wasps. And salvia. And I have one hiding here under the chair because something wrong with it. I think it was too much sun. So I'm putting chair over it. That's my hack. To give it some shade later, because this area gets sunny a little bit later on in the day. And I don't know, it's been so hot. I think I'm not sure what's wrong with this plant. I mean, I water it, maybe it's too much water. But I will try this and keep it in the shade for a day, see if it will improve. And I have this what is it called? Something to start with C. Caladiums. Okay. And here's a white cornflower. Oh, there's a frog. Scare me. And the dahlia. This one was I mean, it's pretty much going out now. It's drying out already, but I like this one. It's not so tall and the bloom is bigger. And I got this black-eyed Susan blooming here. And that rose has a couple blooms. It used to be probably trimmed back. Looks like it had some kind of bug eating it. Here on my deck we have another Super Tunia Vista bubblegum. This one I just trimmed back, so that's why it looks small. But I'm sure in like a week or two it will be much bigger. And here's a porcelain I got not long ago, with a couple other succulents. They're so pretty. And this little pot I have what are those, super bales? Something like that, from Proven Winners. Very pretty. And they've been blooming pretty much non-stop since I planted them in the spring, early spring. And I have a little flamingo container here from Walmart with some succulents in it. And this bougainvillea has not bloomed. I heard that you have to maybe let it dry it out a little bit, kind of stress it, and then it might bloom. So that's what I'm doing. That's why it's a little bit wilted here. Or maybe I'll let it wilt a little bit and see what that will make it bloom. See if that's true or not. I'm not trying to kill it. And here by my fountain, I have all my mandavillas, white ones and pink ones. And another pink one. And this beautiful, like a magenta purple one. So beautiful. That's the new color they came up with. It's gorgeous. This container I just trimmed because it was looking really sad, but hopefully it will come back. My geranium is not very happy. I'm not sure what's up with that. It may be too hot, but it's still blooming a little bit. And this geranium container looks a little bit better. I do need to deadhead it. So pretty. And here are my beautiful begonias. They're blooming. Look how gorgeous they are. So pretty. And there's a little bit more of the super bells and some creeping Jenny in that pot. And here I have another one, a different variety with dark foliage. It still has some blooms on it. Pretty. And that one has asparagus fern in it and creeping Jenny. And this one is also blooming, so pretty. Look how gorgeous those flowers are. They're so pretty. The colors on them. And that's pretty much all that's blooming right now. I mean, there's a few other things, I'm sure. I just wanted to show you what still has some pretty blooms. As the summer is here so hot that a lot of things are kind of slowing down. And I'll see you later, guys.